Forces evacuations near Fallbrook. We're live amid the mop-up efforts.
A family's plea to find a 70-year-old woman with dementia who went missing in La Mesa.
Another batch of updated results expected from the Registrar of Voters.
A patch of weeds replaced by a beautiful garden. Why neighbors in the Uptown District are feeling a Hillcrest high.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
As we come on the air, we're keeping an eye on a brush fire that's putting up a lot of smoke in East County. This one's called the Resort 2 fire. It's burning north of Highway 79, just northwest of the Warner Springs Resort.
Right now is at about 30 acres, but fire crews say it has a dangerous rate of spread and the potential to grow to up to 150 acres. Officials from the Warner Springs Unified School District have loaded students into buses and vans to take them directly home away from the fire. We will continue to monitor this and bring you any updates as we get them.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. That fire broke out soon after the so-called Garden Fire erupted in the North County, which forced several evacuations near Fallbrook, just west of Interstate 15. We have a map here that shows you exactly the fire location. Flames burned dangerously close to some homes, you can see from this aerial footage. But tonight, we are happy to report that crews have stopped that forward rate of spread. Tonight, we have team coverage.
Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis is standing by with a look at the current conditions in that area. CBS 8's Brian White has more from people who were forced to evacuate.
But we begin tonight with CBS 8's Esmeralda Perez with the latest on the fight of this fire. Esmeralda?
Well, that's right, Carlo. Marcella. Now, the last update we received from CAL FIRE says that crews have stopped the spread of this blaze, and it is now 10% contained. But as you can see right behind me, there are several hotspots that have started to flare up. You could probably, it's probably hard to see since it's nighttime now, but there's the dozens and dozens of small flames that have been flaring up in the past hour or so. But I want to get to some video of what it looked like just about 1 o'clock this evening of the flames that the smoke could be seen from miles and miles away, all the way down to Escondido, which is roughly half an hour from here. Now, I spoke to people who live near this hillside about what they saw. Take a listen.
Came out of the house and I saw big smoke going on, and at the same time we got a text message from alert that evacuate right away.
I'm just glad that the fire, it was out and we lived, and thank goodness it's all over.
Now back out here live, crews are still working to put out these hot spots, and we'll continue to share updates as we receive them. Back to you.
Thank you, Esmeralda. Our coverage continues with CBS 8's Brian White.
He joins us now with more on the people who were evacuated. Brian?
Firefighters are still here cleaning up, monitoring the hillside behind this home here off of Sumac Road, where there are still smoldering hot spots. You can still see smoke coming out of certain spots. The homeowners here had a very close call. The fire coming in within 50 feet of their back door. Take a look.
From the planes.
This is cell phone video captured by homeowners here off Sumac Road as the fire approached their home, coming within 50 feet of their back door.
Pretty darn worried. Yeah, my heart's still racing.
A close call here for Suzanne and her husband Steve. They were about to evacuate but stayed behind to give firefighters more access.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Water drops like this and swift work by firefighters on the ground saved their home and others nearby.
All 4 fire departments that have shown up here today saved the whole entire crest.
Meanwhile, down the road, Rena Solomon was trying to help her neighbors get out.
It was black smoke, and it started coming up towards the pool of the residents down below here that we were trying to help, and we had to yell for them to get out. It was pretty scary.
Then she scrambled back home to evacuate animals on her ranch, including 7 camels.
And I was pretty panicked that we weren't going to get the animals out, and they were telling us to evacuate, repeatedly telling us to get out, but I couldn't leave. I didn't have a truck.
She called around and about 20 people showed up to help as they began loading her precious camels into trailers. Meanwhile, Suzanne and Steve are just grateful for the quick action by firefighters.
All these men and women are just amazing. Just amazing. I can't believe what a great job they did.
I spoke with that homeowner, Suzanne, just moments ago. She's in good spirits, actually, just grateful to these firefighters. And right now they're just cleaning up the pink fire retardant off their windows and off their walkways. But all in all, they are very lucky. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Brian. Great reporting out there. Now, the fires we've seen today come as we saw peak fire weather conditions this week across the county.
We turn now to Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis for more on the conditions crews are dealing with right now, which are a little different, fortunately. Carlene, what's it looking like out there?
It's looking really good when it does come to those wind speeds, because earlier this week, we may not have been able to say the same thing. We had Santa Ana winds that peaked with gusts into 60s, in the 50s, in the 40s. Fallbrook had peak wind gusts that were in the 40s and 50s. If that was still going right now, that would be very dangerous. Now, we have seen some dry conditions. Earlier today was down into the teens. We're seeing a little bit more recovery as we go into tonight, so that air mass is modifying itself, and we are going to have onshore flow picking up over the next few days. But it's 32% relative humidity in Fallbrook. When this fire broke out, gusts were in the teens. We're now looking at gusts about 4 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at Warner Springs as well. We have some pretty light wind speeds. This area was under a fire weather warning this morning and expired at 11 a.m. We're still talking about dry air that's out there, 21 miles per hour, 21% right now, and that's with humidity and only 8 miles per hour with the wind gusts in Warner Springs. We'll go ahead and take a look at our complete forecast coming up. Marcella.
Thanks, Carlene, and stay with us for the very latest on this brush fire. We will have updates posted on CBS8.com and on our social media profiles. You can also get the latest weather conditions and alerts on the go by downloading our free CBS 8 app. New tonight, concern is growing in La Mesa, where the search for a 71-year-old woman with dementia enters its 10th day.
This is surveillance video of Vivian Crowder, just moments after she disappeared on October 29th. CBS 8's Abby Black shares the family's plea to find her.
10 days. That's how long it's been since 71-year-old Vivian Crowder went missing. La Mesa police say that she was seen here in the village on La Mesa Boulevard in Spring Street. Her family says that Crowder has dementia, and they're pleading for you to help find her.
Surveillance video captured Vivian Crowder, who suffers from dementia, walking past Act 2 resale store on La Mesa Boulevard last Tuesday morning. La Mesa police say that she'd been waiting at an eye tan salon during her caretaker's appointment when she unexpectedly walked away.
So we have pictures and video of her walking by at like 10:29 last week.
About 5 minutes later, Crowder was seen heading east on La Mesa Boulevard between Palm and 3rd Street. She was wearing a beige head wrap, jean jacket, black stretch pants with rhinestones, and turquoise shoes. Her brother Lionel Crowder says that Vivian started showing signs of dementia about 18 months ago.
She still knows her name and all that, birth date, so she's still in that early stage, but it's deteriorating by the day.
He and his family have been searching tirelessly across La Mesa and near Vivian's senior living complex off of Imperial in southeast San Diego.
We've been out here every day, and we've been down off of Imperial, anywhere we can think of that she would be.
La Mesa Police Lieutenant Katie Lynch says that they received 2 additional possible sightings about a mile from where Vivian was last seen on La Mesa Boulevard. However, searches of local hospitals, shelters, and encampments have turned up empty.
She's very ambulatory. She walks a lot, and she would potentially take the bus or trolley, but nothing that's indicating she's done that.
While the extended disappearance is concerning, investigators do not suspect foul play.
The fact that no one saw any of our social media posts or anything like that and then is coming forward and going, oh yeah, I know where she is, that's concerning, but we have no indication of anything specifically regarding foul play.
Vivian has not taken her medication since disappearing and did not have her wallet with her. Her family's especially worried as she's unfamiliar with the La Mesa area.
Our family's devastated behind this. I mean, really devastated, so we just want her back home.
Anyone with information about Vivian Crowder's whereabouts should call 911 immediately. Reporting in La Mesa, Abby Black, CBS 8.
Thank you, Abby. San Diego County Sheriff's investigators are looking into the thefts of several metal vases from grave sites at a cemetery in Bonita. The thefts have been occurring since mid-October at the Glen Abbey Memorial Park and Mortuary. The vases are estimated to be worth about $1,000 each. Investigators don't have any suspects at this point. Victims of any theft at the cemetery are encouraged to file a crime report with the Imperial Beach Sheriff's Substation. The San Diego County Registrar's Office just released another batch of election results a few moments ago.
Let's take a look at some of the races we're watching closely. Measure G calls for raising the county sales tax rate by 0.5 percentage point. No was maintaining its lead as of last night, and right now No is still ahead by more than 30,000 votes, with about 52% of the vote.
Measure E in the city of San Diego is also being closely watched. That would increase the sales tax in the city by 1% to generate $400 million annually for infrastructure projects and other city needs. The measure is still on track to fail, as it has been since the first results were released. No's lead has increased slightly to about 8,000 more than yes.
And in the race for mayor of San Diego, incumbent Mayor Todd Gloria has declared victory over independent challenger Larry Turner, who has not yet conceded. Mayor Gloria's lead is increasing tonight by more than 40,000 votes. He has 55% of the vote. Larry Turner, 45% of the vote. And there are still about 375,000 ballots in the county that still need to be processed. The registrar is set to release more results tomorrow night.
And we'll have updated results in other local races that we're following still ahead.
Plus, a consumer alert for you as officials warn about a rise in fake weight loss drugs.
And the latest on efforts to contain the mountain fire that's burning north of Los Angeles after this.